Hello and welcome back to another episode of Make It a Double Double. This week, as you can see, it's the three amigos, the OGs, an in-house special coming up to the end of the season. Obviously, we're going to do the same as always, boys, because it's our idea. So we've got the saloon all to ourselves. What have we brought today?
Feels empty in the saloon tonight,
It
doesn't it?
does, doesn't it? It's quiet.
It does,
It is
yeah, it
quiet.
does.
It
Yeah.
feels like a typical Monday night in
I
the
feel
pub.
like now that I'm growing my beard out, I feel like I'd suit being in a saloon. Do you know what I mean? I just need like a little cowboy hat just to tip it. I'll be that the one that walks in where he's got his hat over his face in the corner, and then like he takes it off, and it's like he's the It's me. I'm the protagonist. That's
Along with
me.
some assless chaps.
I've got those regardless, beard or not, mate. I've got the assless chaps. I've always got them on. You can just never see them. That's the thing. That's the thing.
We've mentioned this before we started recording. You'd gone into the bathroom and me and Mark both said it'd be hilarious if just mid-recording you got up and because your bathroom's behind you. You got up
Yeah.
and walked out and just had no pants on and it was just your bare ass walking away.
Do you know what? That's really funny because I had like a weird daydream earlier that like imagine if I'd said at the start of the season when I was dead confident like, oh, Burnley are never going to get relegated this season, and if they do, I'll do the last when we get relegated, I'll do it naked like this episode. And then I had like an image in my head of like us just doing the podcast as normal, and then I just get up and walk off, and I've just got no pants on. So it's weird. It's weird that you two said the same thing.
Like Gary Lineker.
Oh yeah, whole Gary
Yeah.
Lineker thing.
Yeah, exactly that. So let's get sufficiently lubricated. What have you brought?
Ordering our own drinks tonight.
Yeah,
aren't we?
we've ordered our own drinks.
Okay.
I think I've surprised you. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've pretty much, to be honest, I've just gone with the dregs that's been left over from other episodes.
What? Mixed them all together? Gone for a dirty pint?
Well, I got a couple. What actually? only one of them is from a previous episode, but I have got from when we recorded with Stish. I've got a Club Tropica left
Lovely.
over.
Yeah.
So I'll be drinking that. But also this weekend, nice and hot, sunny weekend, I tried the new Peroni Azzurro Capri
Oh, it looks like piss.
from the supermarket.
I've
It's actually really
I've
nice.
never heard of that.
Yeah, so I still
No, I
got a
never
couple
heard
of
of that
bottles
either.
left. So I'm gonna have one of those, and I'm also gonna have the Club Tropica.
Nice.
But I've gone weather specific as well, weirdly.
Yeah, lovely.
Seeing
Because
as that
it
we've
is
seen the
lovely, by
sun
the
for the first time in the UK this year,
way.
I don't think there's a better brand of alcohol to drink during the day when the sun is out. So I've
Estrella.
gone
Oh.
strawberry and pineapple
Yeah,
Copperberg.
lovely.
And
Lovely choice.
I love Copperberg as it is. Never knew they did a strawberry and pineapple. Tried it for the first time this
Oh,
weekend.
strawberry and pineapple.
Mate, it is the nicest one out of them all now. It's incredible.
Interesting. Do you know what? I would 100% join you on that. That's the kind. If I was ever going to do, that's the kind of thing that I'd drink. Right. I've also gone weather specific. So I've gone a nice ice cold Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Because
I was genuinely hoping it was different as well.
I thought about it. I thought about like trying to get dead adventurous, but I've been to fucking physio and everything today, so I'm actually at a point where I'm like doing physio now, so I couldn't be arsed. And then yeah, couldn't be fucked. Came home, had some Coke Zero, and because I've already poured mine in the old Mac it a Double.
I've left the glass downstairs today.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Oh, delicious. Nice, cold, refreshing. Yeah, because I've had a load of mates coming round, obviously, like to see me and stuff. Mark obviously didn't bring me any presents or anything like the rest of them, but for some, do you know what it is? When you're mates with girls, they're more like their love language is like gift giving. So like literally, I've had two mates from work like come round separately and together, and when two of them come round, brought me like a big bag of stuff and always got Coke Zero in it. Every time we do birthday presents at work, it's Coke Zero. Like it's always Coke Zero. And then my other friend come round with one of the girls that had already come round, and they brought me another fucking big bag of stuff with Coke Zero in as well. So yeah,
nice. Maybe I should have a meal.
Well, maybe you should have thought about bringing me something special. You know what I mean? But like, obviously, you don't care that much.
My present. Yeah, my present was my presents.
Do you know what your present was?
What's that?
Your present was taking me down a dodgy industrial estate where no one could see us. That's what your present was.
Mm.
It
I
just so
missed out here.
happened. It just so happened that apparently there was a little burger place there that we tried out. I'd never heard of it before. We seen it, and then we set off driving. Directions taking us down this little fucking dodgy industrial estate, just a boarded up fucking door, and we were like, "Is this is this where we're supposed to be?"
Yeah, there was no like. Usually, you go to like a takeaway. There's at least like a bit you can go inside, and
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a counter or something. There was like
nothing.
it was just like a roller shutter door
Yeah,
with a ring doorbell on the
yeah.
outside, and I had to press the door, and it was like some secret thing. It was
It was good
That is
though.
100% a drug cover-up.
it was
Yeah,
very tasty.
100% felt like a drug cover up. Because, like I said, I've never heard of it. Apparently, it's just popped up now. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was nice. We had a nice time, didn't we? Watched some women's football. Watched a bit of
Yeah.
1% Club. Do you know what? Right, actually, well,
Fucking
I've
best quiz from television 1% Club.
best quiz ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mark. So this one must have been a rerun, right? Because it was Friday night. 1% question comes up. Seconds, Mark just goes, "It's this," and I'm like, "Wow, that's so fast. That's amazing." And he goes, "Should I have told you or not that I watched this one with my family last week?" Honestly, I was mind
I never
blown. I couldn't
told you.
believe it. You
I'd
got
have
it
never
so
told you.
quick.
So actually, as a bit of advice, if anyone is like dating someone and they, take them back to their place to chill out or whatever,
Just watch
put
quizzes.
put the 1%, put the 1% club on, but don't like make him see that you're putting it on iPlayer or whatever it's on ITVX,
Put an old
and
episode on.
put a previous episode on and watch the episode before you go out, and then when you take him back, put it on, and then you can just absolutely impress them with your
You're a
knowledge.
scumbag, you.
I
You
love
are a
how your
scumbag.
first thought is, I've gone out with a bird, I've gone back to my house and I'm going to put
Get
1%
1%
club
club
on.
on.
Absolutely. Hey,
Hey, it might work.
no one caught any diseases watching 1% Club.
Very true. Hey, listen, very true. It's a safer sex than watching 1% Club. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I'll tell you what. Do you know what? I have got, and I don't know why you'd ever ask her, but if you ask my wife, she'll back it. I have got the last 3 1% questions in a row, which
That
I
doesn't
think's
surprise
what.
me though. You're a knobhead when it comes to quizzes, really, aren't you?
Yeah, thank you. So, lads, this is a perfect time to bring it back to Sorare because I had a little meltdown, didn't I, the other day?
You?
So I had a little meltdown. I don't know what it were, whether it were Burnley getting relegated, whatever, but I was genuinely on the verge of selling up. Or at least it felt like that's where I was at. And I was like, I know I can't because focus is next season, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Didn't do it, obviously. So obviously today, what I've done is got my mate from work to sign up. They've bought 5 cards and I've spent fucking a bunch of money and used my credit. So what I bought is, well, I'm bidding on something at the minute, which I'm not going to say because I don't want someone to come and snatch it.
Well, when it finished though, this won't be out till tomorrow.
Oh, that's true. It finishes in 9 hours. Yeah, it's
There you go.
Josko Gvardiol. Don't look, I'm going to win it though. It's already up to 50 quid with 9 hours left. I bought a Houston Dynamo defender, Mikhail, because he's lovely high scorer for the summer. And I've taken a punt, and I want to know what you think about this. Taken a punt on, well, I wanted to take a punt on Domenico Berardi at Sassuolo. But because it's Serie A, and I forgot that you can't just buy individual players. You've got to buy bundles. So I've also taken a punt on Mattia Vitti, who is a under-23 defender. He might be all right. Matthias Enrique, never heard of him. Arman Lorient, who's actually half decent forward, and then a 42-year-old goalkeeper who's never played. So
you put
but
a bid on
Berardi,
bundle.
yeah. So Berardi, I was looking at him. His floor was 15 quid, and that's what I've paid for it anyway. So it's not too bad. He is out for the season. He's out till September. They are on the verge of getting relegated, and they've got, I think it's Cagliari and Lazio. So one tough game, one half tough game. But the other teams that are like in the battle for relegation all play each other, so they can't all drop points.
Mm.
If they go down to Serie B, who takes a punt on a lad that you know's not back till the end of September, start of October?
He's a good player, though.
Yeah, but it's a risk, is that, though? He's already been out for a few months.
You're only missing a month at season, though.
This is it, but does he pass a medical? I think
you've got a top. Well, what Serie B is it? Contender.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got a top contender player there, like literally one of the best ones you'd imagine. So it's worth the punt at 15 quid, like you say.
Well, the thing is as well, like I looked at his scores in Serie A, and he's good scorer. Yeah. So if he does move back to top league, I think I'm happy with it. So thought I'd take a punt. Yeah, happy with it.
Then you find out he's got a relegation clause in his contract.
Either way, he's a high scoring player in it. So bring him to fucking Burnley. We'll have him in Championship.
Sounds good.
No, it doesn't.
It does. To be fair, surely now where after the meltdowns happened and you've kind of seen through the idiocy of selling your gallery at the end of the season, surely you've now going, it's a good job I didn't, because if the players stay that I want to stay, next season could be massive.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said when I bought them, because when I bought the rares, it was when that when I started buying them, it was when that Starknet drop happened. The plan was never to win anything this season, and I've won little bits here and there, so that's already a bonus. The plan was always for next season, which I'm happy with. But to get into today's podcast properly and not me just talking shit, Aaron, you threw out a tweet, didn't you?
I did. Well, we threw out a tweet. It's our Twitter account.
We threw out. Listen. As the three, we have three specific roles within the podcast. Aaron is social media. Mark is organizer and planner, and I am editor, content, all that shit. I put it out. So if it's a tweet, it's usually Aaron. I used to have access to the podcast and then deleted Twitter for I think it ended up being about 6 hours.
Was this before or after you was it on our podcast account he called someone out and me and Mark straight away went, can you use your own account to do that, please?
No, that were the hey, listen, I'll fucking back that till the day I die. That was the mental health awareness stuff.
It was.
That fucking knobhead telling people to fucking check up on me, dickhead.
Or was it when you removed us all as friends? We were at
when I unfollowed you all, left the group chat, fucking borderline divorce.
So that's we weren't going to have a podcast to come back to.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I was a sad little boy, and you were mean to me.
Mate, you would fully unpack, packed up, and sleeping on a mate's sofa that weekend.
Yeah, gone, mate. I'd moved out. I'd filed for divorce and everything. I was gone.
Yeah.
Me and Matt would have a fucking clue at the start of to do it on his own.
And then I messaged you in morning, didn't I? Because Ellie come home and she was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "I've left group chat. Unfollowed them all on Twitter." She was like, "Why?" So I'm telling her, and then she went, "Just message him." I was, "No." No, James has tried ringing me, not listening. Mark's tried. I'm not listening. No, I'm not interested. Whatever. And then in the morning, I was like, "Sorry for being a baby."
Our Twitter anyway. We asked for some questions, seeing as though we don't have a guest to chew their ear off. So we're going to go with the first one. It's from Sorare, which I like this guy because he always interacts with every tweet as well. I love people like that. Make us feel.
Is this the boy that's got the Lewis Holt? Is it Lewis Holtby as his picture?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't like him, Blackburn bastard.
Is he not going to focus?
Yeah, Blackburn bastard.
That's the one.
The lad on Twitter sound. Yeah, I just mean Lewis Holtby as a footballer.
He did ask for 3 questions. Okay. 2 of them were football related, which we're not really that keen on the podcast.
Yeah.
The best one was, what's the best meal that you can get that costs less than £5?
Tesco meal deal.
So then like if you went out to buy ingredients.
Or if I went out to buy a meal.
Yeah. So like
you went out.
And he did put in brackets Why is it beans on toast with cheese on top? Which, to be honest, is a very good shout.
Very strong. It is very strong. I'm going to chuck out something similar. And what? In fact, actually, do you know what? I'm just going to add one thing to that meal. I'm going to chuck in scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs, beans, and cheese for me on toast. Unbeatable for me.
I'm not feeling that at all.
You're not?
I like scrambled eggs and I love beans on toast. Not
but
as
you
like
wouldn't combine them.
No, I'm with Az on this.
Oh yeah.
Scrambled egg on a fry up with beans next to it, and you share it, yeah, but not like on just a meal of beans and scrambled egg on toast.
Oh, I didn't expect that to be so controversial.
You've lost me there.
Wow.
I think because I shop at Lidl, right? So I think with a £5, I can get enough stuff to make fajitas. And I think you can get like 2 chicken breasts for like a couple of quid.
Nah, no, you can't. You can't get 2 chicken breasts now for less than £3.40.
No, you can. Do you not shop at Lidl?
No, do I fuck?
Well, yeah, so you need to come down to the working class supermarkets and see what
listen, I shop at fucking Tesco. Chill out. you say it like
expensive supermarket.
Is it fuck when Sainsbury's is about? Nah, when Sainsbury's is about. Sainsbury's and Waitrose don't dare bring Tesco down to that level. That's outrageous.
Yeah. I'm telling you now, you can get 2 chicken breasts for less than £3 in Lidl.
Do you reckon?
I believe it. Yeah.
Is that right? Well, maybe I'll have to start knocking about in Lidl. Then we all.
I am also googling it at the same time, see if it tells you. But I think you can do that. You can get 1 pepper, you can get 1 onion, you can get a bag of wraps, and just like a fajita mix, like like the seasoning. You don't have to go out and buy like an El Paso box.
Okay, like you're talking like an individual sachet.
Yeah, you can just go and get a sachet for like 20, 30p. I think you could do that for a £5.
And maybe if I lend you a quid,
I reckon. In terms of like rules here, so like if you're making a meal for like 2 or 3 people, can it be over a £5? Do you know what I mean?
I think it's individual.
You're talking £5. You're trying to go £5 per person. Yeah.
Or is it £5 for the whole lot?
Oh, see, I think if we're going £5 per person, because I think I can get a fry up for a tenner for me and Mrs.
Easy.
Do you know what I mean? And then I'm going fry up. Pound for pound, fry up is the best meal.
Just for clarification, once this settles,
£2.35. £2.35. I'm getting robbed at Tesco. Fair play.
I told you, mate. You can easily do it on a £5. No, I think if you've got £5, you've got to go into a supermarket and buy yourself something to make that meal.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm doing. Same as you, as £2.35 chicken breasts.
Yeah.
I'm getting the ramen noodles with the spices and all for like 85p or whatever it is.
Yeah, the cheap as fuck.
Yeah. Then I'm getting some like a pepper.
I've changed my mind, by the way. And
then I'm getting some like tender stem broccoli for like a quid or whatever it is. Yeah. And this is a difficult one because box of eggs.
One egg.
I just want 1 egg. But
you want 1 egg? I'll steal an egg for you.
Yeah, a box of eggs takes you slightly over budget. But I think because you're only having 1. I'm boiling the egg. I'm boiling the ramen. I'm cooking the chicken breast. I'm making myself some ramen.
Fair. I like that.
Shout.
I like that.
Very good shout.
Right, I've changed my mind because you've gone proper meals. I think I've gone a bit rash. I got carried away with the cheesy beans. I got carried away. So what I'm going to do, I'm going veggie though. I'm not going chicken because what I'm going to spend the bulk of my money on is some halloumi.
Nice.
£1.40 a piece. I'm buying 2 packs of halloumi.
Yeah, you don't need much. Yeah.
I'm buying 2 packs of halloumi. I'm getting a little bag of pasta, pot of pesto, and depending on budget, I'm either getting a bag of spinach or an onion. And I'm just making a halloumi pesto pasta. That's what I'm doing.
It's worse than ours, but it sounds good.
No, I'm telling you now, halloumi pesto pasta is unbelievable.
Isn't this what they used to do on like Ready Steady Cook? They had like a £5 to get like a bag of
ingredients. Yeah. And there'd be someone who always brought something fucking stupid.
Yeah, like a fucking whole butternut squash or something.
Yeah, they'd bring like all the things for a spaghetti carbonara, but then they'd be like, and I've got a pack of chocolate hobnobs. Like, what the fuck am I going to do with that? Crumble it over at top? What are you talking about?
The whole fucking
we
pumpkin or something.
If we were half decent at vlogging and all that shit, we could easily make an episode or like a video of us $5 each supermarket meal and see who gets the best meal out of it.
100%.
That'd be
I love
unbelievable.
that. Yeah, I respect that.
Should we
Next question?
Should we answer his Sorare questions very quickly?
Oh, has he got? Yeah, go on. Hit us with his Sorare questions. Because also, can I just point out that's Mark wanting to talk about Sorare again? Just
100%. Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah.
So Sorare questions were: is it a good time to buy for next season? And is there any teams you think are worth looking at for next season?
Straight off the bat for me, Crystal Palace.
That's exactly who I was going to say.
I think Crystal Palace. These are the wrong way around. Crystal Palace next year. I'm telling you, people like I saw someone. Tell you what, right? What I did see. Do you remember this? You've got to be terminally online for this, though. I think. Do you remember when Arsenal were linked with Jackson Martinez?
I don't.
From Porto.
Yeah, I think that a while ago.
He was 28, right? Just turned 28, and two people argued on Twitter because one lad said that once you've turned 28, he was 29, and the other lad was saying until he turns 29, he's 28, and that was the argument, right? And it's one of the funniest arguments I've ever seen. And then yesterday, there were two lads arguing over what a new manager bounce was. Because someone was saying
how
that
many games it is or something.
Yeah, so someone was saying that now Palace are experiencing a new manager bounce.
No.
Agreed.
No.
He was saying, he was like, is Oliver Glasner Crystal Palace's manager? And he was like, yes. And he was like, is he their new manager? And he was like, well, he's their newest manager. And he was like, right, so it's a new manager bounce then. And he was like, that's not how the new manager bounce works.
New manager bounce is 2 games max.
New manager bounce is immediate.
Yeah.
It's an immediate change in form.
Your first 3.
I'll give you first 3.
I think 3's about right.
And it's not that you have like a new style of play, a new attitude or anything like that. It's just the lift of this. Oh, this is where it turns around, kind of thing. Like you just immediately pick up same players, whatever. You get a couple of results, then it usually comes back down. Glasner has got Nathaniel Klein playing centre back and playing well. He's got Will Hughes playing as a deep lying midfielder and playing well. That's not a new manager bounce. That's a change in system information and getting the best out of players.
Going back to your initial answer of Crystal Palace, though, my issue is that, I think as much as I still think the bulk of the team will be good, I know that Adam, Wharton it's pronounced? Yeah. I know he's not got a card yet, but he will next year.
Yeah,
if Henderson stays, it looks like he's number 1. And Joachim Anderson, he's always a good option.
I think
Mitchell's now flying.
He's just about gone off the boil enough that he won't move, I think, as well.
Yeah. So I think you could easily go for your 5 without having to take the risk on Eze and Elise of Henderson, Anderson, Mitchell, Wharton, Mateta.
Yeah.
As your 5. And then if they bring in replacements for the 2 that'll most likely leave that are half decent forwards, pick 1 or 2 of them up as well, and then I think you're in a good spot. Your issue is if they carry on playing as they are, will Mateta score goals without Elise and Eze feeding him? Who knows?
I don't think I'm gonna go out on a limb, and this is a big one to come back to in fucking September. I don't think either of them leave.
One of them definitely does.
I think it's a Zaha situation, but for both of them. Because I'm seeing people banding about, just chuck 60 million at them for Elise. It's not enough.
No, they want 8.
It's not enough.
Each.
Yeah. Well, I think they'll want more than that because you've got to think realistic. Like you said, are they so integral to Crystal Palace right now? I think they are the difference between Palace being 14th to 16th next year, like they always are, and fighting for Europe.
Oh yeah,
And I
they both
think
stay. They both stay the European. They're top maybe 7, 6 contenders easily.
I genuinely don't think either of them leave unless it's astronomical money.
The only issue is there's a few teams that need to spend astronomical money to get back into the decent spots. Your Chelsea's, your Man U's, maybe your Tottenham's.
This is it. But if you're Eze and Elise, especially Chelsea with the amount of forwards they've got, do you go there?
Yeah, probably not Chelsea.
I can see Elise at Spurs, to be honest. Who they play right wing? They play Kulusevski.
Yeah, they definitely need. I don't rate Kulusevski
No,
personally.
I don't either. I think Elise would be a massive upgrade for Spurs.
But then playing Werner out wide every now and then, aren't they?
Yeah, well, there's talk of Eze going to Spurs. That's the big link.
That's a bargain for 140 mil if you just offered it to Palace and just got them both.
That's an upgrade for, I'm going to say, anyone in the league apart from City. I think Eze and Elise walk into. I think at Liverpool, Mark, I think you take him over Salah. I think you take Elise on that right wing over Salah right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a good possibility that Salah still goes, and there's rumors that Luis Diaz is going to go as well.
Really?
Yeah. So
right, can I ask you a question as a Liverpool fan?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Why do people rate Luis Diaz? I don't see it.
No, I think he's a good forward.
I think he's quality on the ball, like dribbling class. His work rate is unreal as well. He gets his body in there and takes players on. A lot of people focus too much, I think, on his goals.
Okay.
And
do you think that's because of like the role
he doesn't score enough of them?
Do you reckon that's like because of the role Mane and Salah have played over the last couple of years?
Yeah, I think so. And I think also, when other players in your team also aren't scoring, it's highlighted even more.
Yeah, fair enough.
When you've got 3 quality strikers, as long as you've got one player that's putting the ball in the back of the net, it makes all 3 of them look great.
True.
But when they aren't putting the ball in the back of the net, you need one of them to step up, and it's never going to be Diaz.
Fair enough. Okay.
Even Jota's proven himself to be more valuable than most of them.
Jota's the best finisher at the club.
Well, listen, when you can give yourself a rhyming nickname like Jota the Slotter, you've cracked it. That's it. You have to be good. You have to be good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Before I ask you a question that's non-Sorare related, I'll ask you another football one. Okay. Because the next one could take quite a while after this. So I'll ask this one first. So Walshy, shout out Walshy, absolute legend. Hope you've watched Eugene since Sorare Sevens. It has asked the perfect Tesco meal deal, and he's asked a shitload of Premier League ones, so I'll pick 2 out of there after this. But perfect Premier Tesco meal deal.
I am a Tesco meal deal connoisseur.
And when I saw in the group chat,
hey, listen. When I say connoisseur, I'm talking 2 a week minimum, right? I fucking love a meal deal. When I'm going to go through my Tesco thing at the end of the year. I'm going to remember this. I'm going to show you how much money I've spent on meal deals. I guarantee it's in the hundreds.
Just because you do something often don't make you a connoisseur, right, mate?
Can we start it off as also by saying that all the other meal deals can get in the bin? Like Tesco's are
they're all shit.
Yeah.
Because listen, I'll say this: Marks and Spencer's £6 isn't a fucking deal. Okay, it's just food. It's not a deal. It's not a deal because what I'm going to say is that is the key point here is deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going as much bang for my buck as possible. I'm going as much bang for my buck as possible. I'm going a chicken and smoked bacon sub, £2.80.
Before you start going from that, because you can't start throwing, this is what it is. We've not even had a chance to tell you what we think a good meal deal makes. So you can't just go, this is what it is, and I'm right.
No, I'm not. I'm just telling you. I'll get mine out of the way because it is the right one.
Then? What's your order?
It's a chicken and smoked bacon sub, £2.80. Right? We're already 60. You've got a club card. You're 60p off the meal deal already. Right? Then I'm going the biggest can of Red Bull possible. £2.99. I'm fucking flying here. I've doubled my money. Right? I'm making money at this point.
Tesco
Tesco are paying me to eat this meal deal at this point, right? And then I'm just getting the best bag of crisps available, and it's the McCoy's Star Sweet Chicken. Finished, thank you.
So you've gone you've gone full on return on investment.
Quality over quantity, quantity over quality. Absolutely.
You're playing for ROI, whereas I'm
playing the opposite of how I play Sorare.
I'm playing just for pure fun. So I'm either going the chicken and bacon sandwich or the chicken Caesar wrap. I'm getting a Lucasade Sport, and
that's so bad.
I love a Lucasade
Sport with a meal deal. Have
Okay,
you got side after?
Okay. You're going around squirting your mates with lid, are you?
It's either a Lucasade Sport or the what's the green not innocent smoothie, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's what are they called now? I know what you mean. It's like they're like the really expensive smoothies, aren't they? They're like
listen,
£2-3 for one of them.
Yeah.
Listen, which is I can get on board with that.
Yeah, and I'm getting the steak McCoy's.
I don't mind that. To be fair, we had this obviously. Adam's everyone's in the group chat. Adam feels like the steak McCoys are massively overrated.
Okay. They're the worst crisp possible. They're the worst crisp possible. They're for people who hate culture.
The reason that I'm
not according to the nation.
Listen, if you want to ask this nation, famously big supporters of immigrants, Mark, don't surprise me that the correlation between flame grilled steak and racism is up here. Okay, I'm telling you.
Also, shit chocolate bar selections.
There's a Brexiteer in everybody who loves a flame grilled steak crisp. Is what I'll say.
Well, the one thing I will say is I know we're not judging each other too much, but I'd say the only reason I'm backing Mark so far is because he's gone for what he likes, not just value for money. And this just says the perfect meal deal, not the best, most expensive meal deal.
No. I do like these things as well.
Oh yeah, obviously.
I like the McCoy. The McCoys are the best crisps. The sandwich is the best sandwich. The drink is a very good drink. It just happens to be super expensive.
You know what? You have a different meal deal depending on what you're doing.
100%.
So if I'm buying a meal deal for work, I'll get a pasta. If I think a pasta's nice to have.
I agree.
So like a chicken and bacon pasta, like something like that.
If I'm on the road, I want a pasta.
Yeah, but if I'm with Mark, I'm a wrap kind of person. The chicken Caesar wrap is elite. Unless
strong, big
you
favorite.
I'm assuming they're made by humans, because if not, then I can't blame anyone. But if these wraps aren't made by humans, whichever mong is putting fucking too much sauce in one side of them and not the other, that when you bite it, shitloads of dressing comes out on one and other half's dry as shit. They really need to get their act together.
Do you know what? I think that could be said. They must all be done at the same factory, because sometimes you'll get one of these chicken and bacon subs where the chicken is like in the box around the side and the bacon's on top, and I'm like, who the fuck is doing this? What is going on here?
Fucking Stevie Wonder's making a sandwich, mate.
I'll never knock anyone for working, but if you can't make a wrap, there's a reason that's what you're doing. It's not hard. So I'm a wrap person if it's not pasta. And if it's there, I'm a kind of Monster over Red Bull. I think Monster's nicer than Red Bull.
What I'll say is I think the original flavours, I'd prefer Red Bull over Monster. But if I'm going like a flavour, like your Lewis Hamilton, your Pacific Punch and all that, I'm Monster over Red
Bull. Yeah. Mango Loco and everything. Yeah, I think with Red Bull, I feel like Red Bull it's I don't know if to me I think it's because I've drank it on nights out more than I drink it as a normal drink, so I don't see it as a drink that I'm just going to go buy a can of Red Bull. Whereas Monster, I think
I get that.
I'd rather buy it.
I get that.
And then Chris, you're both probably going to hate this because I'm not a McCoy's person.
That's fine.
I'm a chili heatwave Doritos fan. I would buy them. I buy them in the sharing bags and just eat them all at home. They're unbelievable, Chris.
The problem I got with Doritos is because of the sharing bags, and I always want a dip with it. So then if I don't have a dip with Doritos, they feel a bit of a letdown.
Garlic dip, chili heatwave Doritos, elite snack on a weekend when you just sat outside chilling with a beer. Unbelievable. But yeah, that's me. That's my meal deal. Should we ask a football question?
Go on then.
He's actually asked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different football questions. So let's come on.
Pick your favourite couple.
For the Premier League, he wanted winners, relegated teams, player of the year, young player of the year, top scorer, assistant, and breakout player. So what we'll do is we will say who we think out of the next season who's going to be breakout player.
Okay.
And we will go with. Should we go relegated teams? Because we already know 2 that have gone up, and then you've got your playoffs, haven't you?
Yeah.
So we'll go relegated teams.
Okay. Ooh,
so we'll go breakout player first.
Do you know what? I think I'm going to stick with one we've already mentioned.
Morton.
Adam Wharton. Yeah, I think a full season at Prem. I think he's going to be the best midfielder in the league next year.
I can't see anyone being a more complete midfielder that's not already a Rodri or a
like for sure.
Declan Rice or something like that. I think he's going to be the one that go. He's the next big thing.
You can't break out if you've already broken. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he only came in January.
Yeah. I don't think 6 months in the Prem. Or it's not even that, is it? What is it? 4.5. I don't think you can say, "Oh, he's broken out already." He's young enough that he's still breaking. So yeah, that's my breakout.
To be honest, I completely agree. I don't think there's anyone else that I want to say.
Easy, lovely.
Yeah.
Well,
relegated teams.
I'll agree on something.
Who's going down next season?
Yeah, so it was 24-25 season. Who do we think's going down? And I'm rattling one off straight off the bat. I think it's the year Bournemouth go.
Ooh.
And the reason I say that is because they've got that new manager. We've got a manager in. There used to be Rayo Vallecano's manager. Very good manager. I like him.
Yeah.
We've just extended his contract. He's had his season. I think it'll go pear-shaped from next year. Yeah. I've got cramp in my foot. I'm really sorry.
Right, well, I'll say some of mine then. Oh, he's back. I'm gonna go anti-fairy tale. In fact, no, I'm not. Nottingham Forest. They've rode the luck too long.
Forest.
I don't see the attraction of them being able to sign players. I don't think their squad's good enough currently. I think the return they've got out of Chris Wood doesn't happen again. I think a 1 year had a purple patch and he's gone now.
Could easily leave. Who's there?
I don't even think he's that good.
No, but he's like their main.
And Hudson-Odoi has had a purple patch, but I don't think he's that good either. The fans are shit. The town's shit. They're shit.
And they shouldn't be there in the first place. So
agreed. Yeah, fuck them. Get them down.
Matt?
I'm going to say, obviously, we don't know who's going up yet in the playoffs.
Just picking one each, by the way.
We'll just pick it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Brentford.
Ooh.
Yeah, they've struggled this season.
I've been poor.
Yeah. I know they've had Tony out for a lot of the season. There's a good chance that he leaves at the end of the season. And they've, even with him back recently, they've still looked quite poor. They've shipped a lot of goals.
I'm going to throw it out there. I think Ivan Toney is the most overrated player in the Premier League.
No,
I don't see it. Why? Because he scores a couple of shit goals. Go on.
No, he don't score a couple of shit goals.
He scores penalties. He scores penalties. That's it.
If before his gambling problem, he was up there as talked to try and compete against Kane in England squad. You can't say that then he was absolutely flying, and he was the reason Brentford were finishing mid to top half team.
Any striker in the Premier League can have a purple patch.
Yeah, but I don't think it was a purple patch. He was absolutely flying before the gambling thing. It seems to me his comeback is struggled in what is now a weak Brentford side, and I think the whole team struggled, to be honest. So I think he just needs a bit more supply. Oh, we're opening his arse out.
Imagine.
can just hear us
You
screaming.
can't be biking that.
Not bad. Right. Shall we break up the questions with a little quiz?
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Right. So, to mix it up, what we've done for Tenable this week is we've all done a round each, haven't we?
We have.
Which I like. So, which one of us wants to go first?
I can go first.
As in host first, do you mean?
Mark, you host first because it would have been yours this week, wouldn't it? So
It would,
me
yeah.
versus Az.
And unsurprisingly, do you know what? I was going to throw out a massive curveball and not pick the crisps question because I know you both were like anticipating it. But I have actually stuck with it because I got back late and didn't have time to think of another one.
I don't think it's us that had kicked off. I think everyone else would have as well because they're all desperate for it.
So what I will say is there was a couple more recent lists, but they were fucking atrocious. Like the yeah. So the list I've gone for is actually, I think, a legit list that I think we'll probably all at least be able to get behind.
Okay.
So the list is from November 2020. Okay, but so it's not like that. And how often do crisp tastes change?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
So
COVID times though, you never know. It could have changed a lot since then.
Yeah, but that's only because people lost their taste.
Exactly. Now they can't even tell what a fucking chocolate bar is anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
so
fair.
This is according to a new survey done in November 2020. So not new, but new back then.
Spanking new. Yeah.
This is the nation's best love crisps, according to the survey. So what I will say is that there are the same brand but different flavors.
Yeah, flavors.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know which one of you wants to go first.
Az, I'll let you if you want.
I think I need it, to be honest. So I'm going to go Walker's cheese and onion.
Strong. It's such a strong first pick.
So in at number one. Walker's cheese and onion.
I wasn't expecting you to say 11 then, because I have got a bit of a curse.
You have got a curse. I'm going to go for one previously mentioned. I'm going to come away from Walker's for now, and I'm going to say chili heatwave Doritos.
I don't think that'll be on there.
Do you not?
So, chili heatwave Doritos is not on the list.
It's not on the
list. That's a shocking first guess.
And actually,
I don't think it is at all.
Do you know what? It's not even in the top 20.
That's a shocker.
I like them. But apparently
I like them. Aaron likes them. I don't think I've ever met someone who don't like them.
Yeah, but is it a top 10 favourite?
It should be. Not. Okay.
Back to you, Az.
Well, I'm going to keep playing safe just because he's only got one life, and I'm going to go Walker's salt and vinegar.
Walker's salt and vinegar is number 3.
Oh, that's pissed me off because that's what I was going to call as well. Oh.
I think that could be the last Walker's flavour. Like, specific, potentially.
Do you think? Oh, see, I'm tempted to go boring nation, boring crisp, but now I'm panicking. Am I out after 2 guesses?
To me.
Yeah, but I don't mind with it. It's my pride is the football questions.
Yeah.
That's my pride. As we saw with the fucking cricket question against Simon. Not Simon. I can't remember the others. Alistair. I was going to say fucking Andrew. How bad's that? What crisps do people like? See, I can't. Oh, I'm going to go Walker's Ready Salted.
So Walker's Ready Salted is on the list at number 5.
Okay, thank you.
No, I think I might lose a life here. But I tried throwing Adam off by saying I don't think there's any more Walkers, but I still think there's another Walkers. Yeah. I think the Walker's prawn cocktail. It should be on the list.
So Walker's is number 16 on the list.
Ooh. So, listen, I'm gonna go out on my sword, and I'm gonna go. I'm sticking with your prawn cocktail as because I would have also probably gone Walker's prawn cocktail. Oh no, now I'm scared. I'm gonna back it. I'm gonna say the best prawn cocktail crisps that are out there, and I'm gonna say Seabrook's prawn cocktail.
They are good, but they're not a top 10 crisp, I imagine.
They're the best prawn cocktail.
So apparently the nation disagrees because they're not even in the top 20.
You've got Walker's prawn cocktail over Seabrook's.
You know what's a better prawn cocktail than Seabrook's? Do you ever have Disco's prawn cocktail?
Yeah, they do fucking bang.
They
Surely
fucking slap, they do.
Discos can't be because I'd say the same for cheese and onion. You're getting more flavour with your discos.
They're a bit niche though, aren't they?
Yeah, that's
right. So what I'm going to say, rather than going Walker's, then my next guess would have been Quavers.
It's good.
So it's good, but it's not right.
What is here, Matt? I tell you what, these lists that you're coming with food opinions really are.
So Quavers is number 11 on the list.
Every week, every single week,
every week.
So
what's it?
I mean,
you've all know, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want me to read the list so we can get on?
Yeah, go on, because I've evidently not got a fucking clue here.
So number 1 is Walker's cheese and onion.
Yeah.
Number 2, which you didn't get, is beef Monster Munch.
I think that is a load of bollocks because pickled onion's better than beef.
So are the flaming hot ones. The beef ones are the worst flavour.
What's the worst Monster Munch?
Yeah. Okay. Number 3 is salt and vinegar Walker's. Number 4 is Pringles, but original flavour.
Original.
I know.
Yeah, you know, I can back that. You know, they are really good.
Okay, number 5 we got, which was ready salted Walkers.
I told you, boring crisps, boring fucking nation. What a set of knobheads.
Right, number 6 is hula hoops beef flavour.
What's with the beef, man? Why are people obsessed with beef and steak crisps? This is just eat meat, you fucking losers. What is happening? Oh, meat, I need meat. Can't have vegetarian crisps, I need meat flavour crisps. Fuck off, you Neanderthals. I'm fuming.
So number 1 on the missus's list because she's obsessed with beef hula hoops, to be fair.
So listen, sorry to break it to you, as your missus is a racist.
She's some plenty fact, to be fair.
So number 7, I can actually get behind. And do you know what? They're actually vegan as well, is what I found out. Not that matters to me, but you know. Bacon frazzles at number 7.
Oh, respect. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Do you know what? This has brought back, Mark, do you know what? I'm so glad you've just told me they're vegan. Because, do you want me, oh my God, I don't know if it's appropriate to tell.
You got to tell it now.
You've got to tell it. Go on, just say it. And if you can't, if we say no, just quit out.
So, right, when I was at college, I used to play for a college football team, and I think it's so racist though.
Yeah, I think I know where this is going, and I don't know if you should.
It weren't me though, so it don't. It weren't me. It weren't me, so it's all right. I won't name any names, but we had a lot of Muslim lads that played in our team, and this one lad had a particularly shit game. I mean, Mohamed Salah on a bad day missing sitter after sitter, but he were rapid. Like
Darwin Núñez on a good day.
Darwin Núñez on a good day, exactly that. And I think he went for a piss after the game, or he nipped at the toilet, and this other lad had a pack of frazzles. Obviously, bacon. You poured them out. Just poured them out onto the bench. Bit it, ripped it open, and just started wiping it on his clothes.
Oh, God.
Which
I bet he liked ready salted crisps as well.
I bet he fucking loved his beef crisps, is what I'll say. I bet he had a bag of McCoy's flame grilled steak in there alongside those fucking bacon frazzles.
You know what our biggest worry is? And I mean this in the nicest way possible. This isn't a dig at you. You being back at college or whatever it was is quite a while ago as well, so maybe they weren't vegan back then.
Very good point. And what I will say is it were in Burnley, like 2010. So that's, I mean, I'm well aware of the race issues in Burnley. But I remember just sitting there and just thinking, what the fuck is happening? And then obviously they started scrapping and I just fucked off. I can't be asked pissing about with that. But I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I'd just seen. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, that's my frazzle story. Good crisp though.
Yeah, no, good crisp. Yeah. So number 8 is one I'm not that keen on. Is salt and vinegar squares.
Oh no, I can get behind squares.
Okay.
Cheese and onion are better, but I can get behind squares.
Fucking top 10 though, is it?
No, I agree.
Number 9 is skips.
Yes. Fucking
nostalgia purposes more than anything.
Wrap one of them on your tongue and let it fucking sizzle away, man.
It was not a good crisp though.
There's
no crisp to a skip.
And number 10 is pickled onion monster munch.
Should be number 2.
Yeah.
If you've got beef, beef shouldn't be in top 10.
If you've never had a pickled onion monster munch sandwich, by the way, you're missing out.
Yeah, agreed.
So, little Warburton's white bap as well. Don't go flatbread. Get them in a fucking little bat. Top tier.
Yeah.
Just for shits and gigs, the rest of them. So 11 Quavers, 12 Doritos Cool Original, 13 Pringles Sour Cream, 14 is Pringles Salt and Vinegar, 15 Doritos Tangy Cheese, 16 Walker's Prawn Cocktail, 17 Knick Knacks Nice and Spicy.
No, ribbon saucy are better.
Ribbon, yes, Aaron. When you used to open a pack lunch, see a little purple packet of crisps.
Number 18 is scampi fries, which are
that's rogue, but I like it.
Yeah. Number 19, making you look like you fingered a gingerbread. What's it? And 20 is salt and vinegar hula hoops, and that's it.
Okay. That's a much better list than the chocolate one.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
Do you want me to do one? Do you want me to do one that's factual?
Yeah, do a factual one. We'll do some more questions, and then I'll do a factual one to finish and embarrass you both. Oh, actually, that's a good one because that's a good point. Because the factual one, are we going to get some of the answers?
In mine?
Yeah.
You should do.
So do you want me to do mine? Because it could be over in 4 guesses.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll do a good head-to-head. Because I think you could potentially get at least 8 of mine.
Okay, I think you might struggle after 3. So, in honour of the end of the seasons and the upcoming international tournament that we've got, I have got a list of every top goal scorer in the Euros. Tournament-wise, not like...
did I?
Oh, that's okay. Top goal scorers at each individual Euros tournament.
Okay.
So what I will say... I will. So obviously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 takes us back to 1984. There are multiple for 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 10 tournaments, and I will accept any of the multiples.
I knew one of you would pick something that I'd be shit at. So
it's always going to be.
This is the one.
So Mark,
mate, international.
I'll let you go first.
I struggle with. International. Okay. Fucking Euros.
Come on.
Oh, do you know what? I'm going to say Harry Kane at the last one.
There's one of the 4. No.
As in gone?
Yeah, gone. Yeah, life gone.
See, I've got into a tactic here, but could also backfire big time.
So for 2020, there were 2 level on 5 goals.
I'm going to go with Miroslav Klose.
So you've gone Miroslav Klose. Famously, the top goal scorer at World Cups.
Oh fuck! I knew his name was somewhere.
Has never been a top goal scorer at a European Championships. There's 2 of the 4 gone.
Yeah, so you're right. This could be over in 4 guesses.
I wasn't expecting you not ball knowledge to be this bad.
It's international football I'm not that great at.
No, close. To be fair, they're both not bad guesses. I think Mark's is slightly worse. I suppose it's 4 years ago now, though, so not that bad.
Well, my logic was obviously we got to the final.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Harry Kane was the top goal scorer in the World Cup, wasn't he, as well?
Yeah.
So I thought.
I think I've got one.
Well, shut up. It's not your turn.
No, I shouldn't have done this actually, because it could be embarrassing when it's not.
Could be.
Do you know what? I'm gonna have a punt. I'm gonna have a punt on a Spaniard.
Interesting.
And I'm gonna say David Villa.
David Villa was the sole top goal scorer at the 2008. Again. Oh, fuck's sake. David Villa was the sole top goal scorer at the 2008 Euros.
Oh, it's a good guess. It could be game over.
It's a great guess. Come on, Az. You said you got the one.
My punt was famously one of the greatest footballers of all time.
Oh, God.
And did they not win it? Oh, no, shit, did they? Yeah, they did win it. But he came off in the final. Did Ronaldo get Golden Boot?
So Ronaldo has been the top goal scorer at 2.
See?
He was one of the top goal scorers in 2020, and he was one of the top goal scorers in 2012.
See? Piece of piss.
Nice.
For some reason, when I think of Euros, like there's so many top nations it could be, but I just can't get Greece out of my head because of that surprise year they won it. But then me getting like a Greek goal scorer.
What I will say is it's not a clue in any way. The top goal scorer from that tournament it's a surprise.
Okay.
It's a name that both of you will know and neither of you will ever guess.
Mm-hmm.
One of my biggest problems with this is, like Mark just said, you go through the big nations and you think of like historically who's been good. All I've got is wingers and midfielders. I ain't got centre forwards. I ain't got like a centre forward in my head from them, from like top players.
There's only
okay.
I reckon one who's not a centre forward.
Oh fuck!
I'm gonna say, when did France won it quite recently, didn't they? I think.
Couldn't tell you, pal. Sorry. I could if I wanted. I don't want to though.
I think France have won it quite recently, and I'm going to go with Karim Benzema.
Karim Benzema, Mark, famously, not that famously, hasn't been a top goal scorer at the Euros.
He's not. He didn't play international football for quite a while. They had a big fallout with him, didn't he?
Yeah. Wasn't in the squad when they won the Euros. Or was that the World Cup?
Right, so what you're saying is I could win this and win both tenner balls.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you could.
Right, let me throw you a few names out, right?
A few?
I was thinking when Mark said France, I was thinking Griezmann's been about quite a while, but Giroud's their top goal scorer, so Giroud could have started. So I'm not going to go French because I feel like they've rotated quite a lot. I was thinking England have had Owen, went to a few tournaments. They had Rooney will have been to a few. Some goal scoring. I feel like there's got to be a German, and I'm going to throw another German out there, and I'm going to go Lucas Podolski. Because my other one was either that or Muller, and I'm really hoping Muller's not the one that was right.
Interesting. I like where you've gone. I like where your head's at. However, we're into sudden death.
Stop.
Because Lucas Podolski is not on the list. So, Mark, we're back over to you.
Fuck's sake.
Now, do you want a clue?
Yeah, go on then.
Because I'll give you both a clue. So obviously, Aaron got Ronaldo, and at the 2012 Euros, there were, other than Ronaldo, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 joint top goal scorers in that tournament.
Right.
Fucking hell.
So what I'm saying is, if you hit any of those, it basically, if you're hitting anyone that's a joint top goal scorer, I'm giving it
still
to you.
counts. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't help me.
I was going to say that actually didn't help me at all.
Who won it in 2012? Was it Spain again?
I don't know.
I actually don't know.
Did Spain won World Cup Euros, didn't they?
Something like that.
Yeah.
2012. Okay. Oh, could it be?
If neither of you get one this guess, I'll give you some nationalities.
Honestly, to be honest, mate, I don't know. I'm going to say Fernando Torres.
As soon as you said Spain, I know I need. That's the only Spanish forward I had in my head, other than.
I don't think it's right, but I'm going to say it.
I think it is.
So, Fernando Torres is actually not an incorrect answer, and he was one of the joint top goal scorers. He was one of the joint top goal scorers at the 2012 Euros.
Nice.
Could embarrass myself slightly.
I don't think there's any embarrassing yourself here, pal. You've done honourably.
No, I haven't told you why yet.
Oh, okay.
I think I've known you long enough now that I don't think you've got a very good poker face.
Okay.
And when I said I'm going to go Podolski and my other one was Muller, you avoided it like the plague on the Muller shout.
Okay.
Which means I'm going to go Muller, because if it's not right, I would be more annoyed if I didn't guess it and it was. So I'm going to go Muller.
So the reason I avoided it like the plague is because I'm a good quiz master, and Thomas Muller was a viable shout for people. Joint top goal scorer at a World Cup. I didn't want to influence you either way and say, no, it wasn't. Yes, it was. Because what if Mark wanted to guess it next? Do you know what I mean? There is, at the 2012 Euros, a German.
He's going to fucking say it's not him.
And that German's name starts with an M. That German is not Thomas Muller.
He was such a prick.
Does his first name begin with an M or a surname?
All you'd have to do is press the button to find out. That's oh my god, is that a niche reference? Mario Gomez! Mario Gomez! Mario Gomez! Cha-cha!
It's a very niche reference, by the way.
Well, I wouldn't have got that reference.
Have you never seen the Mario Gomez button?
No.
You can literally Google the Mario Gomez button, and there's a button that you can click, and it literally goes Mario Gomez, Mario Gomez, Mario Gomez, cha cha, and it's unbelievable. And every time someone says Mario Gomez, that's what I think of.
Yeah. I wouldn't have got Mario Gomez unless you'd have mentioned the button either there as well. So
yeah. So I'll run you through some, Mark. I think that's a good win for you.
Yeah.
So going back through, there are some obviously massive names here. The last one wasn't. Joint with Cristiano Ronaldo was Patrick Schick.
Oh, okay.
With 5 goals. Aaron, before that, was Antoine Griezmann.
Oh, fuck.
Before that, now this is an interesting one, because you had Fernando Torres, Mario Gomez, and Cristiano Ronaldo, but you also had Mario Balotelli, Mario Mandzukic, so you had 3 Marios, and Alan Zagoev from Russia, who I would say is... The score was only 3. I mean, only 3. Imagine scoring 3 at Euros. I'd say he was the only one that wasn't a centre forward. Obviously, before that, you had David Villa. Before that was the 2004. Mark, you may have got to this one eventually after 100 guesses. Milan Baros.
Oh, okay. What a guy.
So, yeah, the year Greece won, Milan Baros was top scorer.
Yeah.
Before that, you had Patrick Kluivert and Savo Milosevic. Before that, you had Alan Shearer. Before that, you had some great names: Henrik Larsson, Karl-Heinz Riedler, Dennis Bergkamp, and Thomas Brolin.
I did think of Bergkamp, actually.
The year before that was Marco van Basten. And finally, the year before that was Michel Platini.
Oh.
So even the older ones were big names. But yeah, like I said, international football is always tough. God, do it. I want to do it.
Wait, you want to do the next one?
Yeah. I just want to do it.
It's not football related.
Quizzing. It's not.
So it's not football related. I don't want to make it easy for you, but it actually, I think, is a very easy question.
Okay.
So this was according to a survey done on the 29th of June 2003 on wise.com, whatever the fuck that is.
2003.
2023, sorry.
All right, I'm going to say, fucking hell, there must be more up-to-date data than that.
I've mentioned my dyslexia way too many times today. Oh, I should have the highest rated players on FIFA 23. That would have been a good one. Anyway, 2023, wise.com, the top 10 most visited landmarks in the world.
Oof.
Now, there is one on here that I personally wouldn't class as a landmark. I'd class it as a location. Now, the rest of them are actual landmarks. So that's just only a bit of a clue because I don't think you'll get it. And then when I say it, you go, "Yeah, that's not a landmark."
Okay.
The most visited landmarks in 2023.
Do you want to go first, Mark?
Yeah.
Who's going first?
You'll go first
Me?
this time.
I mean, I'll chuck a big one out there. I'll say the Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower is number one.
Come on, what a start!
The most visited, according to this.
Lovely.
Fair enough.
Fucking get in, what start?
I'm gonna say the pyramids in Egypt.
That was my other guess. Yeah.
Pyramids and number 7.
Ooh. 7. Ooh.
2023, so it'll be like Justin Bieber's birthplace or something stupid.
Yeah. Chuck out another big one. And I'm going to go closer to home, not somewhere that I would personally visit, somewhere that I might personally blow up. I will say, do I want to say that though? Is that? Fuck it. Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace is not on the list.
Ooh, fuck. So much for all that money they bring in for tourism. Not bad.
I think you'll kick yourselves at some of these because there's some big ones that
you've got to think though, like how many landmarks there are in the world.
True. But these are the biggest.
Okay.
Go on then, Marco.
I'm gonna say the Colosseum in Rome.
Oh, that's so good.
The Colosseum is number 6.
That's so good. See, I've got another big one.
Two of them I've never heard of, to be honest.
Okay.
2 of them you've never heard of. See,
no,
this is where
Adam would just throw out off top of his head.
I was going to say, this is where me being a knobhead, I think, goes against me. Because in my head, I can't get rid of the 7 Wonders of the World. Yeah. But, like, only one of them, the only one that still exists is the pyramids. I've got a few. There's a few, but I don't know where to go. I've got 3. I've got 3 that are in my head all equal.
Well, you only need to say one of them.
Yeah, but what if I say one of them and that's not on the list? I will go with no. I can't lose 2. I can't lose 2 in one episode.
This is a big clue, seeing as though I heard what you were about to say. If you compare what you was about to say to the Eiffel Tower, just think.
I've got about 5 in my back pocket.
Yeah, I think Mark's going to rattle these off.
I'm just gonna say.
Mark's on the right lines with the stuff he's picking.
I'm gonna say the Taj Mahal.
The Taj Mahal is number 2.
Yes.
So you've got 1, 2, 6, and 7 so far.
I'm on the back foot here, I think.
I'm going to say Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty is number 5.
That was the one of my 3, which is fucking irritating. Because now I don't want to say my 3rd.
Not if it's the one we heard you say half of.
What do you mean?
I won't say it yet, just in case you say it. I'm sure you started
No,
saying
I started saying Statue of Liberty.
Oh, I didn't think that's what you were saying.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying.
Well, it's not on the list, so I'll ruin it anyway. I thought you were going to say Stonehenge.
Oh no. People in England don't care about Stonehenge. Never mind anywhere else.
So we're after 3, 4, 8, 9, and 10.
I'm going to say it. Great Wall of China.
Great Wall of China is number 4.
Yes.
I can't decide what's more popular, like natural wonders or man-made wonders. I'm going to say Niagara Falls.
Great.
Niagara Falls is not on the list.
Oh.
Now, I haven't saved the list, but this was top 20, and it was within the next 10. So you've got a life each. John, I'll give you one clue, seeing as though you started, Adam, didn't you? So technically you've had the same amount of guesses. I believe 2 are man-made, 2 are not.
2 are not. Okay. Okay. No.
I said that when 2 of them I actually don't know, but I just saw the photos of them earlier and they didn't look.
Yeah. See, this is
natural.
They didn't look more natural.
The 2 you don't know look natural.
I mean, I need to stop giving stuff away here, but yeah.
Because that's thrown. I'm not saying what I was about to say then.
Oh, I better check this before I throw you off.
You can't just keep looking at me. Man-made. I think I might be out here, you know.
I don't know what you describe as man-made.
I will. Fuck it. I hate this. I hate it.
One of the ones I don't know, I would have probably said it was made by men, just not very fucking recently.
Right. Okay. I will say no. I'll throw it out there. The Pantheon.
That's not on the list, unfortunately.
It's such a stupid guess.
Does that mean I win?
No, because I went first.
No, Adam went first, so you've got to get one right to win, and then we got a sudden death where I start throwing clues out.
Well, I got it.
But I can only throw clues up 2 of them because I don't know the others.
I got a couple written down. I'm going to go for Machu Picchu.
Oh, that was one of mine.
Machu Picchu is number 3.
I just didn't think it'd be on there.
That's the one that I can't tell if it's man-made because it looks.
It's man-made.
They're fucking old. Well, what are the ones then, Mark? What have you got written down?
I got Great Barrier Reef.
That's not on there.
Okay.
So the last 3 you've not got are 8, 9, and 10. Now, one of them is more modern and used today, and people go see it quite often in Australia.
Sydney Opera House.
Yeah.
Sydney Opera House.
I had that in my head from the start. Yeah. Do you know what my problem is? I'm thinking I'm not thinking globally enough, how many people go there. Oh, that's annoying.
Number 9, I've never heard of, so I can't even give you any clues. Petra from Jordan.
Yeah, Ancient city of Petra. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other one is where I visited on my honeymoon, which is just like an island off Greece, Santorini.
Okay.
Classed as
yeah.
a landmark, according
Yeah,
to this.
people buzz off it. Yeah, people
Yeah.
absolutely buzz off it, don't they?
To be honest, I'm glad I went for the day. I don't see how people book a week there or something. There's fuck all to do.
Plus, when did you go? Because you can't even move sometimes.
Yeah, it was busy.
It's mad, isn't it?
It was August
dead
last year.
little streets and that.
Yeah, it was tiny, and it
Yeah,
was
mad.
fucking roasting.
Yeah, I bet.
Absolutely roasting. But yeah, beautiful place. I won't go back now. I've seen it now.
No, that's it. Yeah.
Carry on.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah,
annoying. I feel like I let myself down there. That's annoying.
So Marcos came away with 2 wins.
Yeah, did all right there.
I came away with none. I came away with none. Do you know what? I feel like I've let myself down there.
Well, shall I ask another question before we do darts and then end it on darts?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, there's a few.
Also, just to prepare you both.
There's quite a few questions.
Just to prepare you both, next time we do Tenable, we're doing the Ancient Wonders of the World, so you better start revising, because fuck you both.
Before we do final question, I actually quite like the one from Jack P. Sorare, which was for us to agree on our Premier League team of the season. But do you think we should do that in the next episode after the season?
I think so, because we'll be recording the day that the Prem finishes.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good one to say for next week.
One question I will ask then, because he did ask a few. How often do you check Sorare data throughout the weekend when your team's playing?
Fucking hell. 30, 40, 50.
It depends what your class is checking, because sometimes I have it on constant, so it's like one check, but I just don't turn it off. And I just swipe, waiting for a score update.
Yeah. If you're talking like individually on and off the app, probably 40.
Yeah, I'm probably doing that a day, to be honest. I'm never off it.
Do you know what? I actually use the Sorare data app now to like check other scores as well, not like
I do.
You know, like the Sky Sports one that I used to use. And
I use
score and stuff. I use Sorare data now to check other scores as well as my own.
I still use FootMob because I think it's quick. And Sorare data can take a second, obviously, because it's Opta based, isn't it?
I'm trying to you can look at your most used apps.
Oh, that's true.
So last week, Sorare data on my phone was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My 7th most used app of the week. Like, bearing in mind, you've got below that, I've got my iMessage, Facebook, maps that I put on every day to work, Safari, all that stuff. You just use that Safari for that, mate. Sorare data is my 7th most used app on my phone.
Why can't I look more than?
How do you find that out?
We're on iPhone.
Yeah.
Go on settings.
Oh, screen time.
Screen time, and then see all app and website activity.
See, I've done that, but last week.
Yeah, so then you go on week, and then if you scroll down slightly, it gives you the option of like this week, and then you've got to tap to previous week and stuff.
Oh, see, that's so. Apparently, I don't use it that much.
How long were you on it last week? It tells you the exact time.
Yeah, which 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Mine said exactly 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Bearing in mind, that is like 15% of when I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
So I can beat that. 1 hour and 47 minutes.
Do you build your lineups on that?
I spent on the Sorare data app last week.
That's pretty impressive.
And I built my lineups on Sorare data on my PC.
Yeah, I also
sorry.
Yeah.
Last week was 1 hour and 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guarantee most of that is Saturday.
It'll all be in one stint.
Yeah. I've used it a lot this week when I've been searching
for players. That's a good question, that. Yeah, that's a good question.
Apparently, I spent 9 hours on Twitter last week.
Fucking hell, mate. I've spent 16.
Yeah, I do live on... Let me have a look at that, actually, quickly, because I love Twitter.
I'm on Taylor Swift Twitter, aren't I? So I'm on there all the time.
I'm not even as addicted as you was. 8 hours 17 on Twitter last week.
No, I'm... As if I was on Twitter twice as much as you. That's mad.
Do you know what will surprise you, right? I was on Sorare data for 1 hour and 47 minutes last week. I was on the actual Sorare app for 2 hours.
Interesting.
2 hours?
2 hours, apparently.
Fuck you doing on there for 2 hours?
I did have a free weekend, so I was smashing Rivals this weekend.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I did 26 minutes for the whole week on the actual app.
22.
Yeah.
22 for me.
I don't even use Facebook anymore because it's for people twice my age. But
Yeah.
I actually spent more time on Facebook than I did fucking Sorare last week. That's how little time I spent on it. I was trying to see one good question to go out on.
Mark, have you seen the Liverpool score?
Yeah, it's 2-1 in it.
Did you see?
Yeah,
Emiliano Martinez scored an own goal.
Scored an own goal, apparently. So
yeah, he's got an error and an own goal.
there's two questions that I seen that I quite like. One of them was, if you had to pick one player to have a career-ending injury, who would you end?
Nobody. Mine's retired, so it don't matter now. Mine's long retired, so there's nobody out there anymore.
Do you want to hear the most darkest one I can choose?
Go on.
I'm going to go Archie Gray just because he's only just started and they all want him to have this major career. I just love it, the fact that he just won't even get a chance.
He's like 20.
Yeah,
but he's a future England star as well.
All my mates are like, oh, he's a £60 million player. Like, he hasn't even stepped foot in Prem yet, so stop it.
You basically just picked a kid to die. That's mad.
It's a career ending, not life ending.
Are you telling me that death's not career ending?
Well, he's probably, yeah, to be honest. But if he's got a decent life insurance policy, it'll be all right.
What about you, Mark?
I mean, I don't want anyone's career to end, but if I had to pick, I'd pick Bruno Fernandes just because I can't stand him.
Interesting. Do you know what?
Change into Anthony because he's such a prick.
Oh, good. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm a man of the people, you see, and I've just thought of one now. Because what I will say is it was David Dunn. So if anyone, that's a niche one for anyone who's not in England. David Dunn used to play for Blackburn.
Birmingham City as well?
Yeah, the famous man who can't do a Rabona.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
But yeah, he obviously used to play for Blackburn, and I fucking hate him. He hates Burnley, and yeah, if I could watch him break his leg, I would. Even now, just walking down the street. But now, Mason Greenwood.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Mason
shot.
Greenwood. And when you say career ending, I want it to be like debilitating to his life. Like I want him to lose both his legs, something like that. Something that would alter his life forever.
The best bits about that was that you froze then after you said, if I saw him in the street, I'd break his leg. And then you went silent for like 3 seconds and you just came back and went, Mason Greenwood.
I don't know what's going on with my internet today, but yeah, Mason Greenwood, fuck him. He can die.
Yeah, I'd take that.
Yeah. Should we do Sorare darts to finish?
Yeah, I just wanted to add, there was just one, and this, you'll like this one, Adam, before we do darts, and it's from probably or arguably the nicest person I've ever seen, or on Twitter.
Is it Risu?
It is Risu.
Yeah, what a guy.
And they asked a couple of questions, but their last question was, what was your favourite movie so far this year?
That was the one I said earlier. I'll ask this one later because it'll go on for hours and I forgot to ask it.
Let me.
I mean, it won't go out on hours for me because I've barely seen any. But
so off the top of my head, I'm thinking Iron Claw because unbelievable film. There's another one that comes to mind. June, Part 2. Either of those two.
Seen anything new this year?
So, June Part 2. In fact, both of those films, I don't think there's a single thing you could do to make them better. But June 2 felt like cinematic perfection to me. The score, the acting, the story, all of it.
So,
What? What are you laughing at?
I'm going to say something before we do that. It's just because it's fucking funny, but go on.
So I haven't been to the cinema this year other than to take my daughter to watch the Paw Patrol movie.
So Paw Patrol movie is your answer?
So it's got to be Paw Patrol movie.
I love that.
I mean, To be honest, I'm not a massive film person. I do like films, but I don't like go out of my way to like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's that one I saw? It's a bit of a rom-com one, but that one with Sydney Sweeney in it. Anyone But You? Is that
Anyone But You?
Is
Yeah,
that
good film.
Is that from this year?
Yeah, that's just year. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I saw that recently. That was quite good.
Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell. Good film.
That's it. Yeah. Enjoyed that.
Well, the reason I was laughing, Adam, is because Jordan did ask who's our favourite Sorare content creator or streams, to which Paul Morcliffe replied saying, "And whose content do you think he's wanking should stop?"
I'm absolutely down for answering that question.
So it's that kind of proves the point because Jordan went, "Oh, that's a brutal one, lad," and he put, "They'll answer it, mate, because they're not shithouses, especially Adam Carter."
Do you want me to chuck a name out?
No.
Before you do, the conversation gets started because Jordan says, "I would have asked worse guess, but we already know who that is." Like it's cheat. And I fucking love it when we go back to that desperate to
Well, if it helps, it's the same fucking person.
Well, you know what? Without, as soon as they were doing it with who shall not be named, he's desperate for interactions again because all he's doing is giveaways every 10 minutes at the moment, trying to gain his followers.
Shark cards that he bought originally, so he can fuck off.
Who's your favourite?
I think it's biased because like interactions outside of Sorare, I'd probably say Laird for me.
Yeah.
He's just good guy. His content's always spot on. His opinions are 9 times out of 10 strong opinions. He knows what he's talking about. So
I just want him to keep causing controversy like the Scotland thing, so we can at least
see more of that.
Some people slating him because when you can't have everyone brown nosing him, so someone's got to say something bad about him.
Yeah.
Well, it helps that it balances out because all of Scotland hates him, apart from Hoodwink, who's like the nicest guy in the world. But
yeah, who did that brilliant speech about meeting Cecilio? Obviously, it wasn't, but like
unbelievable.
Mate,
I said to him, I was like, you better send this to him because obviously they chat, and he was like, I will do, and he'll think I'm more of a weirdo than he already does.
Right, well, should we finish having a really shit week of Sorare that?
Yeah.
Because the podcast, I went with Heung-Min Son, 56.8.
Shite.
Yeah, well, you need 60 apiece, so, not bad.
Yeah, true, yeah. Mine was a letdown, yeah.
McNeil, 53.4.
Yeah.
So, we
not a million miles off.
We just needed a good score from Cantwell, didn't we, Matt?
Which he could have done. You said he were going to dive for a penalty, didn't you, Mark?
I did. I said he'd either do shit or he'd dive for a penalty and get 60.
And he did neither because he didn't play.
No. He was on the bench.
What a fucking weapon. What a fucking weapon that boy is.
We ended on 110.2.
Nah.
So we were 69.
I feel like we've had a decent run as well, so that's a shame.
Yeah, it's a letdown that. And then Ricky went for DCL, who decided to have a good week and get 74. He went with Lucas Fernandez, who got a 79.6. Then he went Edison, who got a 66. So we got 219.6.
Fucking hell.
So, question being, seeing as though that was shit, do we do a podcast one or do we do one each, seeing as though there's no guest?
I think we do a little podcast one.
Just do a podcast one?
Oh, no, sorry. I meant one each, like for the podcast.
Right, yeah.
That was confusing.
I need to have a look who I can pick.
Are we going weekend? Yes. The issue with the weekend, if you go Prem, is that because it's last game of the season, teams have nothing to play for. There's going to be rotation,
which is what I'm gambling on.
Yeah.
So this could be the lowest Sorare darts score of all time. I'm going to go for James Trafford because I think he comes back in for the last game.
Okay.
I'm going to say Sander Berge because it'll be the last time I get to pick him as a Burnley player.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say Zeki Amdouni because I think he starts.
Okay. That could actually be like a 40 because you could have two DMPs and a Burge.
Yep.
I like it.
Right.
Go on,
Az.
go on, Mark. I'll let you. I would say I've got an idea what I want to do, but I just need to find a third player.
Okay. Shall I go then?
Yeah, go for it.
Right. So I'm going to go with a Prem. I'm going to go for a team with everything on the line in Arsenal.
Okay.
And I'm going to say David Raya keeps a clean sheet, right, and scores 65. And then I'm going to say that Declan Rice scores a 75, which is like
with 40.
Is like 140. And then I'm going to say that Crystal Palace concede against Aston Villa. And I'm going to go for Dean Henderson.
Interesting.
Now, we've gone quite similar as such. So, by that, I mean, you've kind of hoped for 2 big scores and an average. Now, in fact, I can't really pick. Will West Ham rotate their keeper on last day? Because.
Is it Fabianski? Is he leaving or anything, Fabianski?
I've no idea. So, in fact, I'm not even going to risk that, I don't think. You know what? Who are LAFC? If LAFC not got a game? I was going to pick Lloris, but I can't even do that.
They're midweek, aren't they? So they might.
Yeah, they are, to be fair. Right, you know what? I'm going to pick. Oh, that's a great one. There we go. I'm going to go with Rodri at home to West Ham. I'm going to go with Paul Palmer at home to Bournemouth. So I'll already be on about 160 here. And then I'm going to go with Dimitrievski.
Oh, okay.
Because Rayo Vallecano are at Barcelona. And my thoughts are they could easily concede 3. He'll drop like a 20 and just round up the score to 180.
Fair.
And that's me.
Nice. That's an interesting one, boys.
Well, I'm either going to smash it or I'm going to do really shit.
Next week, we're going to do, obviously, an end-of-season review, aren't we, for the Prem? Mm-hmm. That's where, obviously, we'll talk about our team of the season, see if we can come to an agreement on an 11. We've got a guest, hopefully, that we're going to get, a returning guest. Hopefully. We've not even messaged him yet, so who knows. But it might end up just being us 3, which is always a pleasure because it's nice to see you boys. Anything else you want to say before we go?
Don't think so, boys.
No, I think we're all good.
No? Yeah. Sweet. Well, it's that time. I'll go and make myself some fucking tea then.
Cheers, boys.
Let's do it.
Love you.
Cheers, boys. See you in a bit.